Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. Welcome back to Maria Henderson's show, the Talks with Maria show, Confident Business Women's Academy show, all the shows above. Welcome back. This is a channel where I talk a lot about business. I talk a lot about women's empowerment. I talk a lot about my journey as a coach, as a business owner, and really just motivating and inspiring all of you guys to do the same. So, today's a really cool day. Today I have some wine with me. So I'm a tiny bit turned up, tiny bit. One of the things that I want to remind you guys is that one of my goals is that I want to grow this channel. So make sure you guys subscribe below somewhere here and hit the bell button. Thank you in advance for your support. Anyway, so today's live is just a really interesting kind of insightful thing. It just dawned on me because usually what I do is I go live on Fridays in my Facebook group, my client Facebook group, and I do a live meditation and a clear energy centered around what happened this week. So if there's like heavy energy around creating results or bringing results into your business or meeting new people for your business or accomplishing your project that you wanted to get done this week or whatever have you. I clear all of those heavy, negative, pressurized energy so that we can kind of have the weekend to ourselves to kind of woosah and then also have the beginning of next week be fresh and light. So I go in and clear every Friday with my clients. Today was really fun because number one, I was able to list off a ton of client wins. And then number two, I did my clearing. But the last thing I did was this really fun card reading. And I usually do these only for myself. These are Starseed Oracle card readings. And I only do these for myself. But today in the group, I felt really motivated to do it for the group. So I did that reading. And then I jumped on, after that call, I jumped on a coaching client call, which was scheduled 30 minutes right after. So then did that call. And then she gave me some amazing, fantastic wins, more wins, which was she was able to book 3 total strategy calls, just sales calls, pretty much. People are booking strategy calls with this person. And it was really, really like, yeah, this is awesome. So I get off the call with her, go downstairs and get like a little bit of dinner, get turned up a little bit because it's Friday. It's been that kind of week for me. It's been really busy and just really a lot of energy has been put out. But the point of this is that I'm looking up and I'm realizing that I have my dream business. Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm having my dream business. I have it. Like it's here. And, earlier this week I signed on a new client, and I get to work with new clients every week. I get to work with women who want to take on their life. So in the Facebook group, in the clients Facebook group, I listed off all of the client wins. And I noticed the theme of the client wins. And the theme of the client wins were women taking on their life, women really going out there and sharing their vision, women going out there and really starting the thing they've always wanted to do and really going out there being powerful about it with no, almost like unapologetically, very just, I'm going to do it, And as I was listing all of these wins, it was just like, this is what I get to help these people to do. I'm like blown away at it. I'm just, it's really, really, I'm kind of lit too. So I'm like, let me stay focused. So, it's one of those things where you work so hard to get something You work so hard to get to where you want to be. Granted, I'd love to hire on a team and start like making moves in that direction for 2021. But for this year, I feel really, really accomplished. I feel really like I really made a huge leap in my business this year. And for goals 2021, I want to know, what kind of leap are you willing to make next year? What kind of leap are you going to set yourself up to achieve? Who are you willing to go change lives for? Who are you willing to become to make your life be whatever it is that you want it to be, right? So one of the biggest quotes that today, actually, I posted it, and it's by Gary Vee. And it is, I believe I am the greatest. I also believe that I barely matter. And balancing these two forces gives me the strength to do me. Such a powerful quote that I feel like resonates with so many people, because I think we put so much pressure on ourselves to kind of show up so big, like, all right, I'm a coach now, so let me show up so big. And it's like, you haven't even developed your capacity to show up that big. You have to start from jump 1, then jump 2, then jump 3. Now, however, in that process, you can still call yourself a coach, but don't, overwhelm yourself by trying to think of yourself as Tony Robbins and having to jump into those shoes. Be yourself. You can still account for the kind of life lessons you've had that has taken you to the place you are at now, that you can share with other people who are the old version of you. But you don't have to put the pressure of being an Oprah Winfrey or a Tony Robbins when you haven't had the tenure of being in that kind of position or capacity. So for me, this whole journey of being a coach, I think one of the biggest things that I've learned is that it's okay to not be liked. That's like one of the biggest things I've learned, because I remember feeling like there's a time where I felt really worried about how strong should I show up on my calls? Do I let them off with whatever it is that they're saying? Do I kind of let them off with whatever BS they're sharing with me? Or do I really show up and really stand for whatever it is that I believe is their potential and what they have shared with me that they want to have and achieve? So I think in the beginning of all of this, I really found it really hard to find my footing, in that I don't care if they like me or hate me. I just care more about them getting results. I couldn't like figure it out. I was just so consumed about, maybe I'm not liked right now. Maybe they don't like me right now because I'm being too pushy. Or maybe I was just too nice just now. There's always that, like, was I too nice? Was I too this? Was I questioning myself all the time as a coach? And, I'm not perfect, nor am I like super fine-tuned and everything. No. But I do believe I have a little bit more of an understanding of how a coach really shows up for their clients, and I think really the point of all of this is, how do you really make 2021 the biggest year of your life, right? And you don't have to make it the biggest financial year of your life. What I mean by that is, how do you want to make 2021 be the year where you almost uncover your real self? You uncover it and you show the world who you really are. The weirdness of you, the seriousness of you, the funny side of you, the sensual side of you, the free loving and carefree side of you. Who are you willing to be and share, which is the true you? Who are you willing to be and share? So you can start living the life you really want, because I look up and I'm literally reading these cards to these people that pay me thousands of dollars. I'm literally living my dream business. I'm like, all right, guys, done with the meditation. Let's do a quick reading. And I bust out these oracle cards, and I'm like, let's do a reading. And we do a quick, connect to the light. And I do a reading. I'm like, and I listen to the replay. I'm blown the fuck away. I'm blown away that I get to do this. It's like blessings on top of blessings. And I just want to really support you guys in getting your either dream business, dream coaching business, whatever business it is that you want to have. I want to support you in standing in that possibility of what it could be. What kind of possibilities could you create in your life? What kind of possibilities could you create in your life? What kind of love can you make? Not sex love, but love connections with people. And those kind of connections that really resonate in people's lives for years and years to come. What kind of impact and change can you make if you really stood in your truth and who you really are and what you're willing to do for people? And, I think when you stand in your truth, other people are then seeing the possibility of them doing the same thing. And it is so powerful. It's so powerful. It's so motivating. It's so purposeful. It's so meaningful. How are you going to make 2021 that meaningful? How are you going to make 2021 powerful? How are you going to make 2021 authentically you? Right? So that is it. If you guys want, I'm going to connect to the light and I'm going to do a quick reading with you guys. I don't know. I just feel like I'm in that reading energy. All right, let's connect to the light. So when we connect to the light, you just close your eyes and you just imagine the light 300 feet right above you and ask that beautiful, delicious light that is God. You can call it God. I just call it pure source energy light, and have that light come shooting into your head, just tunneling down into your body. Ask that light to come down into your body all the way through your body and anchor into the ground. And ask the energy from the planet Earth to connect up into your heart. So now you're connected from above and below. Usually when you do it, you're going to feel really warm feeling around you, just beautiful love, and you feel kind of protected. You feel that warm hug. And let's just ask the light to permeate these cards. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle them, and we're going to do a quick reading. I ask all of the guides and angels around us to come into our space, all of your ancestors, all of the love, all of the people that have supported you in your life, in your journey of becoming who you are, to come and be in our presence right now and just bless these cards and let's just ask the card, whatever card I pull, be the card that you need to support you in whatever questions you have, in whatever uncertainty you're at. And this card will give you some insight on what to do next, your next step forward. All right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull a card. Here we go. All right, so this one's kind of funky. This one's called The Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So the cool thing about these cards is that it comes with a really fun book, and it kind of defines what each card means. So let's look up the void. There it is. Okay, so the void is everything and nothing exists in the void. It's where all life begins and ends. It's the winter and the womb, fertile darkness where all things originate and all seeds grow. Comforting and intimidating, freeing and daunting. It can feel both overwhelmingly small and huge. The void is where faith lives. The message of the void is to surrender to the unknown. to allow the fertile darkness of nothingness to nourish the new seeds growing within you. Regardless of whether you know what you'll one day become, you're being called to surrender to the mystery of what's next, to rest and to allow the winter of your life to do the work for you, to hand over your control and trust that just because you can't see what's happening beneath the surface, it doesn't mean things aren't at work. The greatest weavings happen when we find a way to surrender and trust that our life is being knitted for us. Right beneath the surface, in ways known and unknown, now is the time to cultivate faith and allow deep, deep rest. The void often surfaces at the end of a chapter or a life phase. Interesting. When we are called to let go of all that we know and identify with, when we are in the void, it can feel scary and as if you should be doing something. However, when this card appears, it's sure sign that the most productive thing to do is relinquish control and surrender to the changing mystery of your life. So every reading kind of has like a question at the end. And the question is, how are you being called to surrender to the unknown mystery of your life? How are you being called to surrender to the unknown mystery of your life? I don't know. If this resonates for you, comment, let me know. That is actually pretty interesting. So that concludes today's live, you guys. I am so filled with love today. I don't know what it is. I'm sweating underneath my armpits because I'm so filled with love. So thank you guys for being here. Please let me know if you guys have any questions. And don't forget, and please remember, subscribe and hit the bell button. Sending you guys my love, sending you guys light, love, pure source energy, and talk to you guys again soon.